we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mountaineers offense will get the first possession of the game. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his...
Snatches it on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw again. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a design run. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. A run for the quarterback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the 1st time. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got the tight end. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're working that left side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Just going to keep it after the snap. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now.
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Strickland. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. First down for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense lining up quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll take it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback keeps it, and he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. The Mountaineers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. Give to the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Off the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Fires to the big fella. Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's the handoff. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Got room at the 35. Allowed and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Power ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out to the back.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Pulls it in. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that hit. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The RPO, it's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They just keep firing. Right on the money. Lowers those pads. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's looking to pass. There's the pressure. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. This quarterback part of their running game. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Quickly complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and knows exactly where he's going to be every single play.
You know, I think in this situation in the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
West Virginia.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
It's complete on the right side. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good.
West Virginia, 30. TCU, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good